Hello, hello. Emily, how are you doing today? Oh, oh, Luna Moon, hey, I am doing amazing, thank you. So camping, Emily, you're always going somewhere. Luna Moon, how are you? Hey, Amy. What is this for Emily, please? What are these canceled plans and failed reunion in July? What is this pertaining to? The Tower. Unexpected change, revelations, sudden, like, destruction. I mean, they're just kind of telling me that, like, basically what we already know. Let's see. Things maybe coming to an end or feeling complete. Maybe this has to do with travel. Maybe canceled traveling plans, possibly, because the world does have to do with travel. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Usually when I see the Tower card, it's because you're not supposed to know all the details right now. But yeah, the Tower here just is more confirmation. It says it could indicate natural disasters as well. Like something happening in nature that stops you from being able to do something, like a hurricane or something crazy like that. I don't know, girl. I hope we figure this out at some point. I hope we can get more details later on. All right. Has my partner Jacob been missing me deep down? Wait, did I skip someone? Okay. Show me a yes or a no. That's a lot of questions, Amy, so I'm just going to answer the first one. I am getting a yes, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands can indicate intimacy, sexual encounters, things like that. Alexandra, does Diana think that I dislike her because of the arguments we had on social media? That's so cool that you went to Scotland. Alexandra, I am getting a yes. Luna Moon, was that Scorpio just now today? Please show me a yes or a no for Luna Moon. I am getting a yes. Ace of Wands, Luna Moon. Ace of Wands. I'm fine. The sun is shining. Wonderful day. Oh, I love this positivity in here. All right. Queen says, is there anyone coming towards me in love this year? Please show me a yes or a no for Queen 707. Show me a yes or a no. Yeah, probably not, Queen. I did get a maybe, but that doesn't feel very confident. I just double checked and I got a no. So I would say lean towards no for this year is kind of the reading I'm getting. Eliana, thank you for the donation. You will, I think, be first on my list. Mysterious. Yeah, I know, Emily. We all want to know what this is. We all want to know what's going on. But the tower usually means it's something that can't be avoided, and you're not really supposed to know everything that's going to happen. Make sure you guys are posting a sunflower if you want your question answered. Did Jay think that I didn't like him anymore when we stopped talking? Please show me a yes or a no. Karen, I am getting a no. 4 of Swords. Cornflakes. Did Tristan forget me completely? Please show me a yes or a no for cornflakes. I am getting a yes. It seems like this person's moved on. 6 of Wands. Haley. Show me a yes or a no for Haley. I am getting a yes. King of Pentacles. Maybe you're on the right track there with ZipRecruiter. Positive vibes. I am getting a no. 10 of Wands. Positive vibes. Hey, Rupali, how are you? Roses. Who is this past person coming towards me? Who is this past person coming towards me for roses? 10 of Pentacles. So this is someone that you either are family or you've had past lives where you were maybe married. But this is giving the family dynamic. So brother, sister, cousin, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, something like that. But if what you're asking, if like another reader said it's someone from the past, like romantically speaking, then I would say more like past lives, husband and wife type of dynamic. This is the family card here. This is what they're showing me. So it's someone related to family, whether that's blood or that's through marriage. Rupali. You're welcome, Luna Moon. I have a yes, Ace of Swords for Rupali. For Medea. Is this someone new? Please show me a yes or a no. Maybe. Is this someone she knows? I think it's someone that you know, Medea, but maybe nothing really was able to happen between them, or like the relationship didn't develop to a full potential connection. So maybe that's why it's like someone you know, but also could be like a new relationship. So I'm going to go with someone you know. That's what I'm feeling. Karen. I think I answered that question. Hey, Liz. Yeah, Karen, I answered that one already. Will I see Cancer tomorrow? Yes or no for Liz? Y'all with these maybes. I got another maybe, Liz. I'm sorry. We had the Fool. I feel like, let's just say I'm more confident saying yes than I am no, but I think that it's still undecided. Ace, hello and welcome in. Yes, donations are open, Luna Moon. You can donate for whatever it is you want. 6 of Pentacles. I have a yes, Ace. I feel like this person needs to feel like there's equal effort between the two of you, that there's not like one person that wants this friendship more, that they're both contributing equally. You know, it needs to be balanced, but I do feel like this person wants to come back in. MA. MA. I am getting a also a maybe. Oh my god, 2 of Swords. There's a lot of what seems to be collective uncertainty in this chat. It seems like everyone's having a great day, but our situations are kind of up in the air. I don't know if that has to do with the planets or anything crazy, but it seems like we've got a lot of uncertainty in this chat today. So MA, the 2 of Swords, talks about needing to decide, should I stay, should I go, should I try again, should I walk away? So there's a lot of uncertainty here, and I feel like it's very possible that this person would not reach out to you as of right now. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. So that is what I have, but it is officially a maybe. It's still a chance. It's still possible. Amy with a Y. Will I move into a new house next month? Please show me a yes or a no. We have 1 more minute of the free list. Then we're moving on to donations. Amy, I am getting yes. This is possible. Page of Cups. Make sure if you guys want a free question and answer, you're posting the sunflower. Zara, I am getting a yes, that this is a potential outcome for a future for you. I have the 7 of Wands. They are saying that there will be a challenge associated with this, but you will overcome. Just know that it won't come super easy. You got to work for it, basically. Message from Sanika. Hermit, no contact. He's probably telling you that he will continue to not communicate at this time. He's kind of on a journey on his own of self-reflection and trying to understand what it is that he wants. He's deep in thoughts. So he's gonna tell you that you probably can expect not to hear from him for a while longer. Medea, you're welcome. Liz, you're welcome. Ace. Let's see. Luna Moon, thank you for the donation. Sunflower, after I block W, will he keep the videos I sent him as a secret? Please show me a yes or a no. Thank you to all the new subs today. I see some new people in here. Hello, hello. I feel like yes, he will keep these videos. I have the Hierophant here, which traditionally is a maybe, but if we're talking about is he going to keep things for himself, I think that he will, because this card kind of indicates traditions and it talks about something you've done in the past you'll continue to do in the future. So I'm going to lean towards a yes for that one. Butterfly Kiss. How will tonight go for Butterfly Kiss? MA says, thanks. Maybe I should try to be someone new. MA. Yeah, I would agree. I would think that would be a good idea, MA. What are my cats? Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you. Sorry, I'm streaming. Sorry, guys. That was my brother-in-law. My cats are hissing at the door. And I'm like, why are my cats hissing? What are they hissing at? And then all of a sudden I hear him at the door. Oh my God, sorry. Butterfly Kiss, I have a yes, 3 of Wands. So this indicates a lot of fun. If you like, let's just say, for example, you're going on a date, this would indicate that this person would want to see you again. So it's likely that the night is going to end asking for a follow-up date or a follow-up, like someone saying we should really do this again, or making plans to do something again, or I don't know. There's like definitely like continued desire to keep this going. Whatever this thing is that you're doing tonight, you'll want to keep doing it. So hopefully that resonates. I'm not quite sure. All right, so cool. All right, that's the list. So we're gonna confirm donations really quickly. First up, we have Eliana. Eliana, if you'd like, you can go ahead and post your question for your mini that you have here. And let's confirm. $27. All right, so Luna Moon is next on the list for a channeling. All right, so donations currently are Eliana and Luna Moon. First up, we have Eliana. So Eliana, whenever you're ready, you can post your question. Just so you guys know, donations are open. So if you want a reading with me, go ahead and make that donation now. And if you are new to me today, like meaning that you're a first-time subscriber, never had a reading with me before, let me know in the chat, because I will give you a free reading as a courtesy for being a subscriber on my channel. Luna, I didn't know you do channeled readings. So I usually will offer that on a drop down, but lately I haven't because they do take a lot of energy for me. I actually might end up upping the price from $15 to $20. But I do them. It's actually my specialty. I would say channeling is probably one of, outside of like my niche, which isn't really a niche because everyone does it, I would say love and relationships are like my main focus. My generally, like, I would call myself an energy reader. Like, that's what I would call myself because I can literally feel like sometimes I can just read people's minds just because, just being in the same room as them or being near them or understanding who they are as a person. So I call myself an energy reader, and channeler is probably the best description for me. And I think that's why a lot of my readings come back very accurate. But I don't normally advertise the channeling, I think, just because of how much energy it takes. So yeah, those prices. Oh, Luna Moon. No, nothing. Emily was just saying that she didn't know that I did channelings. And I was saying, yeah, I do. I don't normally advertise it like all the time. Like sometimes you'll see in my readings, I'll advertise it. But not always, because it is exhausting. It's very different to channel than it is to just pull channeled message cards. But I would say that's probably my specialty, to be honest. I just feel like I have to charge more for it at some point because it's a lot. So if, for example, if I'm looking for like an easier stream that doesn't require as much energy output, then I probably won't advertise it. But I have on my Etsy shop, I have like channeled love letters and things like that. Oh, Ray, I got your donation. Thanks, Ray. Are we doing a yes or no or past, present, future? Yeah, Emily, definitely do it before my price increases because right now it's $15. And honestly, it will probably go up sometime soon just because it's a lot of information to pull. And sometimes it's kind of hard to get you to that point where you're actually tapped in because people may not realize, but their own like subconscious might be very private and might be very blocked, and sometimes it's hard. It almost feels like intrusive trying to understand someone's perspective, but usually the message flows. And I will do automatic writing as well as like one of my other tools of divination that I use to get the messages out or pull specific details. All right, so it doesn't look like Eliana is in here. I'm gonna just double check her donation and make sure her question wasn't in it. No, doesn't look like it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to move on to Luna Moon. And we'll come back to Eliana. Hopefully she'll be back in a second. Aw, Luna Moon, thank you. Yeah, if you guys are interested in channeled readings, stick around. Stick around for this one that I'm about to do so you guys can kind of see what it's like. Now, I do always tell people that sometimes the message comes in quick and fast and disorganized. And whenever that happens, I know the person just would rather me speak out loud because I can talk faster than I can write. But then sometimes I feel this like overwhelming urge to write, to put pen to paper. And so I don't really know how that person's going to want to communicate until I start shuffling and the messages start coming in. All right, let's see. Luna, you're tempting me. Both Lunas. Channel reading from Scorpio, please. Taka, thank you for the donation. I will add you to the list in just a second, okay? You will be after Ray. Channel reading from Scorpio for Luna Moon, please. All right, so Luna Moon, he wants me to write this down. I feel like your Scorpio has a very hard time articulating himself, so he finds it very difficult to express how it is that he's feeling. So verbalizing things, it might be very hard for him. He might get tongue-tied and confused and twisted and say things that he doesn't really like mean or think, or he comes across the wrong way. So he's very careful about what it is that he's saying. So give me just a second while I do this here. Whew, my hand is killing me. It's cramping up. Still going. We're probably halfway through. All right, so Luna Moon. So it says, you are my best friend. You are the person that I want to spend the rest of my days with. I often imagine our wedding day and what it's like spending time with you underneath the open sky. I want to hold your hand and make you feel loved and special. We have come a long way. Our love is ancient. We have spent many lives together already. This is so hard for me because I still feel like I'm on the outside of your life. There's so much of ourselves we still need to express to each other. It pains me because I am so scared to lose this. I don't want to walk away. I have always felt like my life has been leading me to you. I am doing my best to fight this hardship because this can't be the end for us. I'm afraid you don't trust me anymore. I need to change that. Hey Vetus, welcome in. How are you? Luna Moon, now that I did a channeling, can you give me an update on how things are going with you guys? I know, it was really beautiful. Doing good, thank you. Thanks for coming in and hanging out, Vetus. It's good to see you. Luna Moon both healing on our own. Okay, so kind of like in separation. Um, just trying to maybe find your way back to one another. That's kind of how I heard him. Is like he's wanting to find his way back to you. But maybe this time is needed. You want one now? Well, just know my pricing will probably go up here soon. On that. So if you want to take me up on it now, I definitely would, because I feel like it's probably going to have to go up at least $10, maybe more, because it is very, like, I'm already exhausted at this point. So, that's just my suggestion. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I can't guarantee the outcome, you know, that each person is going to get, but I do my best. That's right, Luna Moon. Yeah, Emily, that's totally fine. All right, so it doesn't look like Eliana is in here. So Ray, you can go ahead and post. I am going to like Eliana's donation right now, and hopefully she'll come on in. If I don't hear from her, I'll just send her a message. So Ray, the past, present, future is the same price as the yes, no. I essentially pull 3 cards for you, and I give a past, present, and future position as far as your finances and career, or your love life, or the connection between you and another person. But basically, it kind of shows where you came from, where you're at, and where you're going in any category that you're looking for. Emily, let me add you to my list. Oh, that was a sweet note, Emily. Thank you. Okay, so Ray wants a past, present, future for love. Taka, by the way, hi. Luna, did you see my donation? I'm in a public place. Wi-Fi is wonky. I did. Yes, I did. Let me go ahead and update the list really quickly so that everyone can see where they're at, because we've got a couple people waiting. Okay, so that's the list. Yes, we got you, girl. We got you for a BOGO. Okay, so Ray is wanting a love general, past, present, future, please. Where is she coming from? Where is she at? Where is she going? Oh my goodness. Right. Ray and love, please. Past, present, future. Ray and love, past, present, future. Ray, I also just saw a donation come through. Is that for a mini reading? Oh, cards to the message. You got it, girl. You got it. Is there a specific person you want your cards from? Or did you have a question? Did you want handled message cards? Or are you just saying that you just wanted to add to extend this reading further? All right, past, present, future for Ray, please, in love. One more. You got it. All right. Ooh, this is perfect. I love this so much, especially because of the order that it's in. We love to see very hopeful type of reading with past, present, future. So the underlying energy is generosity. It's Six of Pentacles. It's giving and taking. And Ray, I think kind of what this overarching message is indicating is that we're looking for our equal. We're looking for our equal match in love. Something that where the amount of effort you give is the amount of effort you receive. And maybe looking for the type of love where someone is willing to put you first and be more considerate of you and your desires and what it is that you want. In the past position, we have anxiety, the Nine of Swords. So this can indicate maybe having a lot of fear surrounding love, maybe feeling like you're forever going to be alone or you're never going to find your person. This can also indicate a lot of sleepless nights within the connections that you did have in the past, meaning that you were constantly waiting for them to message you back or make their next move, and maybe putting a lot of focus on what it is that you don't have versus what it is that you do. The Nine of Swords can also indicate general unhappiness. So if you've been in a relationship where you felt like you weren't being given the best, that could generally make you feel unfulfilled. So the Nine of Swords in the past position just means that maybe you spent a lot of time worrying about and being involved in situations that weren't the best for you, and they would start to affect you emotionally, maybe even physically because you're not sleeping well, as well as mentally because it's taking up a lot of your headspace. As far as a present position, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which means that you are making the proper investments now. Seven of Pentacles is essentially where you aren't seeing the proof of your hard work. You aren't seeing necessarily physical results of your internal healing and growing. And a lot of times people will explain this stage with the Seven of Pentacles as like planting seeds stage, because when you plant seeds, they haven't sprouted, they haven't grown into something that you can harvest. So it's a lot of having to have faith and having to have patience and hoping that what you're doing is putting you on the right path and getting you to where you need to go. So with the Seven of Pentacles in the present position, I feel like you're spending a lot more time focusing on the things that are important, the things that are adding value. You're putting more focus and effort into things that are going to help better your future. Maybe you're being more picky about the prospects that come along. Maybe if something isn't quite right or there's red flags, you're kind of letting that go, rather than trying to hold on to something that isn't working or trying to force something that isn't working. But you probably would recognize that in the present state, you're not fully happy with your love life. You feel like you're heading in the right direction, but there's still a lot left to be desired. As far as the present, the future, we have the star, which I really, really love for you, because the star means that what you want is coming. The star, a lot of times, is you are on the right path, you are heading in the right direction. I view sometimes the stars like the northern star, where people, when they traveled long ago, they didn't have like GPS, they had maps and things, but even before that, they needed to know what direction they were going was the right direction. And the northern star is always in the north, and it would always show them the direction that they needed to go. And so I feel like this is number one confirmation that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe you're not there yet, but you're on the right path and you will get there at some point. The star also indicates like renewal and revitalization. So that kind of makes me feel like there is a little bit sprinkled in of like a newness or a new beginning. Hey, Eliana. Sorry, Elena, I got distracted. I'll post my question and you can answer whenever. Okay, Eliana, you can post it now. Absolutely. And with that, the star also can mean making a wish on a star, you know? So there's a lot of different interpretations here, but the overarching interpretation is that in the future there is newness. You're not going to be dealing with the old bullshit from the past. You're going to have your wishes fulfilled because the star is something you can make a wish on, and it's giving you confirmation now that you are heading in the right direction of a promising future filled with happiness, enjoyment, healing, positivity, when it comes to your love life. Not only that, but the star is also the root chakra. And so feeling a lot more grounded is important because we need that anchoring in a relationship. We need to feel like they're our home, like we're coming back to center. And also the root chakra. Oh my gosh, there was a message, Spirit. What is it? So there's grounding. Oh my goodness, there was another message for you and it completely went out of my brain. Root chakra, root chakra, root chakra. I mean, maybe that happened for a reason. Maybe I wasn't supposed to say, but I literally had another message for you. If I think of it, I'll let you know. But that's what I've got for you so far. But did you have any questions about that? Eliana, I have your question and I will answer it next, okay? So Ray, this is now where would be a good time for us to kind of build upon. I can build upon the future if you want. We can pull more cards on the star. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So the star talks about like that stability that you need. So in a relationship, not only do you want to feel like they're home and they're what anchor you when the world is crazy and your mind is going 50 miles a minute, it also indicates you feeling stable, and where there's stability, there's consistency, and there's not so much guessing and wondering what the other person is thinking. It's more so like you just feel calm and certain within your relationship. All right, so let's pull on the future here. Let's pull on the future. So we have overcoming obstacles. I feel like this person that is in your future, in your relationship, in love, the one that you're trying to get to, the person that you're trying to find, they are extremely devoted to you. I feel like they aren't focused on distractions. They're not worried about what this person's wanting, or this other person, you know, if they get people that are interested in them, it's either they're oblivious to it or they don't care and they completely shut it down because they have a one-track mind and focus, and that is you. I feel like this person is extremely faithful, devoted, committed to you, and I feel like I hear them saying like, where I go, you go. We're in this together. They're someone who has and brings a unique viewpoint to the connection. So you guys very well balance one another. So for instance, you might think one way and they might think another way that brings something completely different to light, which helps you guys figure out a solution to a problem or a question. It's essentially like their weaknesses are your strengths and vice versa. We have the 10 of Pentacles. This is marriage. This is someone either that you, if marriage is not what you want, it'll just be someone you spend your life with. This is like life partner energy here in the future for you. Can you give me an idea, Spirit, when this person's supposed to come along for Ray? Can you give me a win? Let me see if I can get a timing for you. How many years? Will it be this year? Next year? I am going to go with 1 year. This person's going to come in. I'm being shown 1 pentacle. Pentacles usually indicate the year. Let's confirm that. Yeah, 10 months to a year is probably my best guess. I'm guessing closer to a year because I have the Queen of Wands and that's Leo season. So I would say sometime between July of next year and be like September or something like that is kind of like the energy that I'm picking up as far as this person coming in for you. But this feels like husband material. So my best advice in the meantime is don't fuck around with people who aren't worth your time. Leave yourself open for this person because you don't want to cause any delays either in their arrival. All right, so that is what I have for you, Ray. Thank you so much for your donation. I hope you enjoyed your reading with me. We are going to work on Eliana's reading now. And Eliana, if you're here, just say hey, hi, hello. And if you're not here, I will timestamp your reading for you. You're welcome, Ray. Perfect. All right, so Eliana would like a general. Hey Eliana, how are things going over on your channel? Are you liking it? general for Eliana, please. What is coming towards Eliana in general? Okay. All right. What's coming towards Eliana? Okay, so when it comes to your love life, I am seeing still dissatisfaction. So maybe you're just waiting for your perfect person, or before you make a decision on someone officially, you're like, I still want to see this through, or get to know this person better before I really know for sure. Like, I don't necessarily see you being, maybe dissatisfaction is a harsh word, but I don't necessarily see you in a place where it's like everything is 100% what you want. There's still some things where it seems very like up in the air for you in your love life, and that would continue on is what I'm seeing. You said it's going good. I've actually been meaning to message you. I copied you. 15-minute question concept, doing it for longer. That was, oh, wait a second. I'm actually sorry, I got confused what we were even talking about. I was thinking about your reading and I was so confused. Okay, so you're telling me about your channel. It's going good. You mean to message me, copy the 15-minute free question concept, doing it for longer. That was becoming a bit crazy. It is hard. It's hard to do something like, you know, Taka, thank you. Because I would do like first 15 people. I did first 20 people. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you. Sometimes I would just do a free reading, a free card pull. Then I changed it to free yes, no. And then it was like, I'll do free yes, no's in between donations. And then that became crazy. And it's like, I finally got to the point where I was like, something has got to change. And I actually got this idea from, I want to say Happily Ever After's channel. I want to say that's where the reading came from. It was back when Queen of Swords was helping my channel still, and she was like, she's like, you know, Amanda, you've tried so many different ways to do this since 3 years ago. She was like, I've seen you do so many different ways. She was like, but this one seems to work for HEA, and maybe it's something that you should try. And so I think I did change it a little bit, but essentially I kept the same concept, and it's just so much more organized. I help as many people as I can within that time frame. I was doing yes no's for the longest time, and recently I decided to just do one card pools where I'll switch it up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, so take that idea if you want to, girl, because it's not fully mine. I'm pretty sure like there's got to be other readers that do it too, not just me. Yes, I'm actually taking my time when it comes to love life. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. It makes so much sense. I'm happy to hear that, because it's rough out here sometimes. You're trying to like make everybody happy. It's not always the easiest thing. Okay, so let's see. I feel like when it comes to finances, you're in a place where maybe you're thinking about multiple streams of income. Like you could possibly be doing something mainly, but you're also thinking like, this can't be my only way to make money. So maybe you're trying to, what is this? Because it's the Two of Pentacles, so it's like balancing. It talks about being resourceful. So I feel like maybe you think that there's something else that you need to be doing on this side, or something extra that you need to be doing. All I keep hearing is multiple streams of income. So like doing more than one thing to generate a paycheck. Trying to be more flexible too as well. So like, for example, maybe you always get brand name this and this and that. And in order to continue to get that brand name, you have to sacrifice somewhere else in your budget. So maybe we're really kind of looking at what is it that we really need versus what it is that we really want. I'm currently working on a few things that have been generating more income. Yeah. So it's definitely like multiple streams, and I see that being a thing that continues. The center of the reading, you have King of Wands, which I love very, very much, because it means that you're in charge, girl. It's in the center of the reading. You're in charge. You are the leader. You're the CEO. So that's essentially what the King of Wands encompasses. It encompasses someone who's other people answer to. Um, these are your decisions that you make. You have the final say. Let's see. And also, they're kind of talking about maybe taking up more exposure because you're inspiring others to create or achieve their own goals. So sharing your process in some way, either teaching others maybe down the line, maybe not right away, but teaching others kind of how you got to where you are. Um, Maybe creating some type of program that shows people. This is kind of like future Eliana, so just keep this in your back pocket. But essentially you're learning the hard way right now. You're learning what works, what doesn't work. You don't want to give all your secrets away because you still have a brand, but kind of like helping other people so that way they don't make the same mistakes that you did, and maybe getting them to their goals faster through learning through you. And it's almost like in a like tutorial or teaching type of manner, maybe some type of program or master class, where it'll generate income for you to give these trade secrets away. And you only do the work one time because it's a recorded video, but people are learning from you, and then that's another way to generate income. So keeping your you said so crazy. I've been helping her BFF with her Etsy account. I've had people ask me how I started my brand, and my sister suggested that I offer a way to teach people. Yep, definitely what I'm picking up. So keep that in mind as like another way to generate income for yourself. I've seen like a lot of people do that where like they have mastered something and then they give part of the knowledge away for free, but then they say if you want more in-depth details and one-on-ones, information kind of thing, then sign up for the master class or something like that. And essentially these people will sign up and they'll drop hundreds of dollars on a master class that you pre-recorded. And so you do the work one time and then you get residual income from it. So just that might be something. It's kind of what they're showing me right now. They're showing you also, so being an inspiration. So like, let's just say you want to put a pin in that idea, but maybe you still want to kind of give away some advice or show people behind the scenes or something. Getting yourself out there more on social media is going to help you because you'll inspire other people as well. And then you'll probably get questions from people, and then you'll realize what people really want to know would be important for you to put into your teachings, if that makes sense. I see still moving forward, you're still not being super spendy. You're still trying to do things in moderation and picking and choosing. You're the type of person who I feel like you like a lavish lifestyle. I get that, like, because the Lovers is here next to these other cards, so it's kind of like I really like being able to buy what I want to buy and do what I want to do. Maybe you have more expensive tastes than other people do. I still see you being able to get what it is that you want, but I think that you also are in this place of like you want to put more into your business. So maybe not being as spendy in certain areas, or maybe not as often. Maybe, for example, like you used to get massages every week. Maybe now you go to like 2 or 3 times a month rather than every single week. Just an example. Not saying that's what you do, but basically like you're realizing like I can still have the things that I want, but I don't need to really like do this all the time, So I still feel like picking and choosing where you're spending your money, doing things in moderation, because right now any extra funds that you have, you want to either put back into your business or you have other plans for it. So yeah, that is what I've got for you, girl. Just do what I did though, because when you have multiple streams of income, when tax season comes around, it is a pain in the ass, let me tell you. So do what you can with like any kind of app or software where you can keep all of your income together. At a minimum, all your expenses. I use something called Airtable, which is really nice because I can enter in all my expenses and categorize it, and then I can send the PDF to my tax preparer, and she can't edit it or change it, but she can look at it. So just, something like that, just kind of stay on top of that organization would be really, really good for you. Definitely your energy. Good. So yeah, thank you, Eliana, for your donation. We are going to move on to Taka. Just so you guys know, donations are open. We are still accepting donations. I've got 2 people waiting right now. I'll probably close my list in probably like 30 minutes, maybe, because we have to go to the grocery store in about an hour. You're welcome. Taka, if you are here, if you can just check in with me real quick. And then after Taka, we have Emily for a channeled message reading. And Emily, if you're here, if you can just check in with me as well. Perfect. All right, Taka, I'm shuffling for you. Emily, if you can just post for me, thank you for checking in. If you can just post for me your person's name that you want your reading on, or their sun sign or their initial, just something connected to you that I can use. Emily, I will make sure, well, this will save to my channel, so you can always come back to it, but I can timestamp your reading as well. If you're not here and you lose service, we'll put it in the comments for you. All right, R's thoughts towards Taka today. Our thoughts towards Taka today, please. Mm. Hmm. Laura's thoughts towards Taco. So, like, the first thing that came in was him kind of saying, she's gonna, like, you're the type of person that would fuck up his life. I feel like that's what he's thinking to himself in the best way possible. Like, he's saying, like, you're dangerous. Like, you're just trouble. You're gonna cause problems for me. Like, that's kind of what I hear him saying. He has this kind of like sneaky crush. It's like kind of secret, and I think that he very much lives in like a fantasy type of world when it comes to you. Emily. Okay, I got it, Emily. Thank you. I'll read it all that in just a second. Yeah, so because I have the Tower here and I have the Queen of Swords, and I feel like honestly he's like, please ruin me. Like, be mean to me. Tell me you hate me. I love it. Like, he's like a little psychotic about it, but it's actually kind of cute and funny. Like, I feel like he has a good sense of humor. So that's kind of how he's coming across. We have the Page of Wands. So he's viewing you as someone who has like really good style. The Page of Wands typically marches to the beat of their own drum, and they kind of dress a certain way that's a very catching, you know, like very shocking to the eye, and in again a very good way. So I feel like he thinks that you wear clothes that really flatter you, or you wear your hair in a certain way that flatters you, wear beautiful accessories, like whatever it is, however your style is. I feel like he digs it, he's into it, he fucks with it. Like, that's kind of his energy. I think that he also likes that you are different. You kind of give off like this idea that either you think differently or you just, I don't know, it's the way that you carry yourself. He really seems to like. Let's see. Again, with like this secretiveness though, because it's a very like fantastical, like dreamy fantasy kind of world that he lives in when it comes to you and the things that he thinks. He'd be like, I don't think I'd ever say that out loud though. Like, it's almost like I said, this crush that's like hidden. Like, he has this attraction to you, but it's not really something he thinks to himself, I'm gonna do something about. So that's the only thing. Let's see, what thoughts did he have about her? What thoughts did he have about her? Yeah, he's coming across as someone who feels like he has to have some serious discipline when it comes to you. Like, hold himself back, self-control, that kind of thing. There is a slight fear of rejection that I am getting with him. It's not overwhelming, but it is there, that he feels like you might not, or you might refuse his advances. But that wasn't really his thought today, but it's just something I'm picking up on. What did he think about her, please? He was thinking that he wants to engage with you. He was thinking that he wanted to have a conversation with you, talk to you, communicate with you, interact, so on and so forth. So let's shuffle for TG. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, it wasn't like a big thing, and I don't think it's really something he was thinking about today, but it is kind of something that's there. But again, that might not be personal to you. That just might be himself, fear of putting himself out there. And that's on him. That's not because of you, or he feels like you particularly would reject him. It could just be that he has that fear in general when it comes to approaching someone that he finds attractive. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like he would feel a lot more comfortable talking to you about other things, like being selective. Maybe that was like that hidden crush or secret crush thing that I was talking about, is that he's very selective about what it is that he would be comfortable approaching you about. But he has like a funny sense of humor. All right, TG's overall thoughts towards Taka. Oh, it just got like deathly silent in my house. I can like hear my brain. All right, donations are gonna close in about 20 minutes. So if there's anyone in here that would like to make a last minute donation, I would do that relatively soon. All right, TG's overall thoughts towards Taka, please. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this talks about fertility and sensuality, nurturing, the fact that you're considerate. And so, yeah, like just like a very divine feminine person, someone who offers that comfort, that feeling that you care. You're someone who would be a really good lover. So I'm not sure if you've had that like interaction with this person before, but like they're perceiving that with you is like this gentle, sensual type of energy that would be very valuable, I guess, to someone. The Queen of Pentacles does indicate like you being someone who you would wife up. Like you wouldn't be this one and done hookup type of situation. I feel like he views you as someone who is definitely more worthy than that, more high caliber. So you know how some people say, oh, she's the type of girl that you bring home to mom. Like I kind of feel like that's how he views you, or he looks at you as like you're just not the type of person you hook up with and then move on from it. He definitely sees your value as a person. So he thinks very highly of you. As far as like what his plans are, you guys will probably still be in yeah, I don't really see this moving forward right now, at least. I have the Five of Pentacles, which indicates being in separation, and also kind of being on the outside of someone's life, someone really not letting you in, and 10 of Wands, which can talk about overloading, overburden, stress, or feeling pressure. And the 5 of Swords is someone who still wants to have the upper hand, therefore wouldn't make themselves vulnerable or anything like that. So these other cards here are kind of making me feel like this is someone you wouldn't really get very far with, even though they know your value and they see you for who you are and they know your worthiness. I think that might be even more of a reason for them to kind of keep it platonic or casual, you know? Oh, it's more a friend energy. Okay, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Did you have any questions about that one, that person? He definitely compliments you. Like, I have the 6 of Wands here, and so he feels like you are just someone to be very proud of. You are someone that he would take pride in introducing you, or showing you off. Like, if he needed a date, he would, like at a gala or something, he would love for you to be his arm candy. Like he seems very proud of you. He feels like you're someone worthy of being celebrated and rewarded and awarded and complimented. Although that might be the extent of the connection for him. You friend-zoned him, he's a player and flaky. Yep. Alright, awesome. Okay, so next up we have Emily for a channeling. All right. Emily says, I love a channel message from Tom Taurus just to get deeper into his subconscious, his feelings about me, intentions, and actions. Absolutely. Still of service, but if I start replying, it means I got lost. Okay, that sounds like a plan. Actually, I'm just throwing up a last call on the screen here. I love that. I love the mountains. I'm getting married in the mountains. I love the mountains so much. Okay. So Tom the Taurus. It is a dream, girl. It is a dream. I can't wait to show you guys the pictures that we take that day. Like, I'm excited to get the pictures back, and we haven't even taken them yet. It's like 4 months away. I'm just like, oh my god, I can't wait to see them. Channel message from Tom the Taurus, please. This is coming through as an automatic writing as well, Emily, so it'll be a few minutes while I write this down. Oh, Linda Moon is back. Hey girl, we're halfway through Emily's reading. I'm going to do one more last call before I close the list in about 5 minutes. All right, so Emily, from him, he's saying, why do I still have hope? Why do I still feel like maybe we can come back from this? Do you know how many times I want to tell you something that happened and then I remember I can't, or I guess I shouldn't? I wish this wasn't so hard. I think about you a lot, lying in bed. So many things remind me of you, or maybe it's just my brain is always somewhere thinking of you, so everything will, of course, make me think of you. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is this new life, I just don't know how to be or act. I'm not acclimated yet. I still do things and wish you were here experiencing those things with me. I am scared we won't find a way to start over. I keep thinking of ways around our issues. Can we fix them? Can we really change it for the better? It just all ended way too soon for me. Maybe I should have seen it, but I didn't see it coming. Aww, I didn't want to make you cry. I wish he would say these things to you. I know it. Aww. I know what you mean. It's crazy too because like I've had those people that come to you and tell you things like way after the fact. I'm like, you couldn't have told me this like while we were still talking, like when it still mattered. Like, there's been people who have come back around. You're welcome, Emily. There's been people that have come back around, and I'm talking about exes, and they'll come back like months later and they'll be like, never told me they loved me, never wanted to define the relationship, none of that. And still, like, I still think of you, da da da. And I'm like, all right, well, it's not enough, And it's like, somehow we get into the conversation, and this, I specifically remember this one guy. He was like, of course I loved you. Like, I always loved you. He's like, I don't know why I never told you that, but I did and I do. And, it's like all the things that you want to hear, but it's like a little bit too late. And I don't know why men are like this, because it's like, why aren't they coming towards you when it still matters, when it's still important? Because Emily, right now, you might want to hear him say all of these things to you, and that you'll find a way through this, but at some point you might eventually just give up. And it's crazy how the things that people think to themselves versus the things that they don't say don't ever line up. They're completely different. Like, he can think something and just never vocalize it, and therefore his actions and words aren't lining up. but it doesn't mean that he isn't feeling those things. It just sucks. Yeah, like I don't know what it is, but it just sucks. And I know that you're worried about that. You're worried that it's going to come around too late, because right now you still have a little bit of hope. You still care to know these things. You still care to hear what it is he has to say. And men, unfortunately, from my experience, come back a little too late. They tell you all the things that they should have told you a long time before that, And that's what happened to me. I always smell when I'm sitting in this spot doing readings for you guys. Every once in a while, I'll always smell like cologne, or I'll smell perfume. And like, we don't really wear cologne or perfume in this house. If we do, it's like special occasions or we're going somewhere. And I have scentsies, but it's never the smell that any of my candles or scentsies smell like. And it's usually like older, like if you were to think what a grandma or a grandpa would smell like. And it just happens to me when I'm sitting here all the time. And I'm like, what is this message? What is this? But anyway, that was cologne that I just smelled. Weird. It catches me like completely off guard. When we dated, he really struggled to verbally express his emotions. I know. And like, we need that, right? We need to hear how you feel, what you think, at least a couple of times a year. But, it probably bothered me because my fiance is very similar. It might be Luna Moon. It might be. My fiance is very similar. It's hard for him to articulate things. Like if he's going to say something romantic, it's always a joke. Like he can't say it like normal. He always has to put like a funny voice to it, or he gets very uncomfortable like saying anything romantic. I'm just gonna be totally shocked. Even like his proposal to me sounded like a joke. Like he was just like, Amanda, will you marry me? Like it was just it's so him. But it was just like, I know that he was probably nervous and stuff, but it's just like, can you just be romantic for one goddamn second? Like just not make this a joke. But anyways, it's going to be interesting to see how our wedding goes. I'm sure he's going to try to find something funny to say in there. But I was like, no, you better be romantic as fuck. Like if I don't ever get romance from you at all, it better be on that goddamn day. So anyways, my fiance is very much like that, and it bothered me for years, probably like 5.5 years, maybe 5.5, 6 years, and we've been together almost 8. But I finally realized that he just loves differently, and that's just who he is, and I have to accept him in that. He will show me time and time again through his actions how much he loves me, how much he's willing to sacrifice for us, how much he's willing to give to me. Like he always makes sure that I don't ever go without something. He always thinks of me when he's going to the store to get something, or if he's making something for himself, he thinks about, would she want some of this? He's always providing for our family, for our house, without complaining ever. He gets up every single day and goes to work and lets me sleep. And it's just through his actions I know that he really loves me and he really cares about me. And so I had to kind of adjust, my mindset to be like, this isn't how he loves. He doesn't say romantic things. He acts romantic things, So yeah, it's sometimes if it's hard for you, and that might not have been your only problem, Yeah, but that might not have been your only problem. But if it was, it's like a whole new world opens up. Once you finally realize that you're never going to get the love the way that you want, but you can appreciate the way that they give it. That changes the whole relationship. It changes everything. Because for me, it was very hard because I kept thinking that I wanted this person that told me this and told me that and said all these things. Actions speak louder than words. I would agree with that. You want to hear those things still. I still am like, can you tell me these things? But at the same time, and it like caters to me because I write. I'm a poet. I'm very drawn to lyrics and the things, the words, on a page. I read for people, so I very much like to be able to articulate what it is I'm thinking, but I've got to understand not everybody is like that. And once I realized how he loves, then I start paying attention to that. So I see him get up early and go to work where I'm still sleeping in bed, and I hear him saying, I love you when he does that. When he goes to the store or goes somewhere and gets sushi and he brings me home some, he's saying, I love you. When he does the litter box, because I hate it so much, every single time he does it, he's saying, I love you, so you don't have to do this. Every time he cleans the drain, every time he buys pizza, and shares it with me, every time he pays for our house, every bill that he pays, every time he drives, he knows I like to be a passenger princess. So that's him saying he loves me. It's like every time I realize that he's doing something for me, I realize he tells me he loves me like 10 times a day. And I just never realized it because I was only paying attention to the words coming out of his mouth. So I don't know if this helps you guys. I don't know if that changes the perspective at all. But it's really important that you feel love. But I think sometimes when we realize we can't change a person, it's hard. So you've got to decide for yourself, like, do you want that person and accept them for how they are and realize that you're going to recognize other ways that they show you they love you? Or do you really need that verbal validation? Do you need that person to be expressive? Because that person is probably never going to be that person. Therefore, you can find that what you're looking for in someone else, But yeah, of course. It was hard for me for a long time. It was hard for me. I really needed to hear that. I really needed to hear those things. But once I realized he loves differently and I just need to notice the ways in which he loves me, it completely changed the game. And our relationship literally hasn't been better because of it. So you're welcome. I'm going to go ahead and sign off of here, but I really appreciate you guys today. I really appreciate the donations, the support, contributions, being here, liking my live stream, talking in my chat, all that good jazz. Emily and Luna Moon, thank you again for your donations today. I am going to try to be back later on tonight. So if you guys are up for that, hopefully we see you. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.